They are experts in everything, and now they are experts in the Constitution, the War Powers Act, what presidential powers are granted to the executive for committing acts of war against other countries. And it's just like, gosh, why can't everybody just understand this? And it's like when Obama did this shit, I spoke out against that. You know, so I'll take the courage over my courage of my convictions over your guys and your half smart talking points that you don't even understand as you're retyping them into a comment any day of the week. Donald Trump violated the War Powers Act. In addition to violating the Constitution, Trump's airstrikes against Iran violated the War Powers Act. Section 3 of that legislation requires the president, in every possible instance, shall consult with Congress before introducing United States armed forces into hostilities or into situations where imminent involvement in hostilities is clearly indicated by the circumstances. There was no such advanced consultation here. That's illegal. That's against the law. The War Powers Act is a law. I'm not sure if you guys know what laws are, but okay. Even though it was obviously possible to do it, U.S. strikes against Iran have been under consideration since Israel began its air campaign on June 13th, if not before. Attacking Iran without Congress's blessing. Recall the last time that the United States began a war this consequential, George W. Bush's invasion of Iraq. Prior to invading on October 10, 2002, Bush secured an authorization to use military force from Congress by wide margins in both chambers. And just like here, that was based on lies and bullshit. Even though the Iraq invasion was a mistake, American democracy was better off for those votes of Congress. And not just because the Constitution assigns the war power to Congress. See, if you're a president and you're ordering the military to commit an act of war, such as bombing another country that did not attack us and posed no immediate threat to us, you need a congressional declaration of war, which we haven't done since 1948, even though we've had 5 or 6 wars since then. Debating the matter in the House and the Senate at that time helped educate lawmakers and the public about the arguments for and against the war, and left a record of who made claims that later proved incorrect. Prior to the vote, citizens could lobby their representatives, allowing for more participation in the process. And afterwards, citizens could hold each member of Congress accountable for their votes, not only in the next election, but for the rest of their careers of everyone who cast a vote. And Donald Trump flipped in less than a week because he's insecure, he's a narcissist, he's a megalomaniac, his ego drives everything, and Bibi Netanyahu understands that and used all of those things against Donald Trump to get the United States to attack another country for him. Iran poses no threat to the United States. I mean, they do now. Sleeper cells and whatnot, but that's on Trump. And Iran won this little mini war, whatever you want to call it, because Israel doesn't get what they want now. Iran still has their nuclear program, and there's a ceasefire in place, and Israel can't do anything about Iran's nuclear program unless they violate the ceasefire. And Donald Trump wants that ceasefire in place because he wants his Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah. Stuff like this tells me you've never read a book. But carry on.